The crystalline structure pulsed with an ethereal blue light as Dr. Elena Vasquez carefully extracted it from the asteroid's core. After 3 months of deep space excavation in the Kepler 442 system, her team had finally unearthed what appeared to be the galaxy's most significant archaeological discovery in over 2 millennia. "Command, this is Expedition 7, Elena spoke into her comm unit, her voice barely containing her excitement. "We've got something extraordinary here. The artifact, it's unlike anything in our databases. The object defied conventional understanding. Roughly the size of a human torso, it seemed to exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously, its faceted surface reflecting light that shouldn't have been there. More intriguingly, it responded to human presence, its luminescence intensifying whenever someone approached. Back on Earth, the discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community and beyond. The Galactic Council, a governing body dominated by the ancient Zephyrian Empire, the calculating Nexari Collective, and the militaristic Krillian hegemony, immediately demanded the artifact's surrender. For 3,000 years, they had maintained strict control over archaeological finds, especially those predating current civilizations. "The primitive humans have no right to such advanced technology," declared Ambassador Thexnal of the Zephyrian Empire during an emergency council session. "Their species barely understands quantum mechanics. This artifact belongs in capable hands." But humanity had learned much since joining the galactic community 50 years prior. Dr. Marcus Chen, Earth's lead xenoarchaeologist and Elena's mentor, stood before the council with calm determination. "With respect, Ambassador," Chen replied, "salvage law clearly states that the discovering party retains primary research rights. We found this artifact in unclaimed space, following all established protocols." The Krillian representative, General Vorth, slammed his armored fist on the podium. "Salvage law applies to ships and conventional technology, not to artifacts of the predecessors. Such relics require special handling." Chen smiled. He had anticipated this reaction. "Then perhaps it's time we examined exactly what constitutes special handling under current interstellar law." What the council didn't know was that human scientists had already begun studying the artifact. Dr. Vasquez's team discovered that it wasn't just responsive to human presence, it was selectively communicative. The artifact appeared to contain vast databases of legal precedents, treaties, and governmental structures from civilizations spanning millions of years. More remarkably, it seemed to approve of human legal frameworks. 3 weeks into their research, the human team made a breakthrough. The artifact wasn't just a repository of information, it was a legislative codex designed by the predecessors to establish fair governance across diverse species. It had been waiting for a civilization mature enough to use it properly. The irony wasn't lost on Chen. For millennia, the Council's member species had searched for predecessor artifacts to enhance their military and economic power. Humans had found one that enhanced justice itself. "The artifact has revealed something fascinating," Chen announced during the next council session, his tablet displaying streams of ancient text. "It contains the complete legal framework established by the predecessors, a civilization that governed peacefully for over 50 million years before transcending physical existence." The council chambers fell silent. The predecessors were mythical to most species, their technology and wisdom considered beyond comprehension. "According to this codex," Chen continued, "current interstellar law contains numerous violations of fundamental sentient rights. The artifact specifically identifies several concerning practices. Ambassador Thexanol's scales rippled with agitation. What practices? Forced resource extraction from developing worlds. Restriction of technological advancement based on species rather than merit. Denial of council representation to species deemed primitive. Chen's voice remained steady. The artifact categorizes these as what the predecessors called evolutionary. Suppression, a crime against galactic development. General Vorth leaned forward. You dare accuse the Council of crimes based on some ancient text? Not just text, Chen replied. The artifact contains enforcement protocols. It's designed to automatically implement corrective measures when activated by a qualifying civilization. He paused for effect. Apparently we qualify. The chamber erupted in chaos. For 3,000 years, the Council had maintained power through careful manipulation of law and resources. The thought of an ancient authority superseding their control was unthinkable. But the artifact had already begun its work. Across the galaxy, automated systems started redistributing resources according to predecessor principles. Quarantine technologies became available to all species meeting safety requirements rather than political criteria. Most significantly, the artifact transmitted new legal codes directly to every civilized world, codes that emphasized cooperation over dominance. Dr. Vasquez watched the galactic transformation from her laboratory on Earth, the artifact humming softly beside her. It chose us, she mused to Chen during a video call. Out of all the species in the galaxy, it chose humans. Chen nodded thoughtfully. The predecessors' files indicate they valued species that prioritized justice over power, cooperation over conquest. Apparently, despite our flaws, we passed some kind of test. The Galactic Council tried to resist the changes, but their own citizens began demanding implementation of the new legal framework. The predecessor codes didn't just establish laws, they created systems for fair representation, resource distribution, and conflict resolution that most species found far superior to existing structures. Within 6 months, the council dissolved itself, replaced by a new representative body where influence was based on contribution to galactic welfare rather than military might or economic power. Humanity, as discoverers and interpreters of the predecessor codex, found themselves in the unique position of being legal advisors to civilizations thousands of years older than their own. The artifact continued to pulse gently in its secure facility on Earth, occasionally offering guidance when particularly complex legal questions arose. It had found its worthy inheritors, not the oldest or most powerful species, but the one that understood that true strength came from protecting the rights of all sentient beings. As Chen often remarked to his students, we didn't rewrite interstellar law. We simply had the wisdom to let justice speak for itself. The galaxy had found its balance at last, guided by ancient wisdom and human integrity, a combination that would shepherd countless civilizations toward a future the predecessors would have recognized and approved.